Nanostructured magnetic steels are an advanced classes of steels that have been recently developed. They possess very high strength. So they are now being primarily used in railways. They are able to carry the load much more effectively as compared to the present rails. Many esteemed professors, they have put on a trial track of like 1 kilometer say for the nanostructured magnetic steels as well. They do possess high strength, they do have satisfactory ductility and very good properties. But the only limitation that they possess is that they are of high carbon in nature. So that high carbon actually makes it very difficult for these steels to be welded using conventional welding techniques. These kind of welding techniques, they raise the temperature to such high levels that once the steel starts to cool down, there is all sorts of phase transformations occurring in nanostructured magnetic steels. And those phase transformations render these steels brittle in nature. So in order to overcome that kind of difficulty, we have explored this technique of solid state welding technique where temperatures don't rise up to such high levels, and as a result of that welding, we are able to obtain some good quality welds in nanostructured magnetic steels. The main primary process that we have employed is the vaporized foil actuator welding process. So vaporized foil actuator welding process comprises of vaporizing foil, which is generally aluminum in nature. After making it as a part of the whole circuit that is being backed by a capacitor bank, energy is discharged through that capacitor bank. The levels of energy are decided by the user. Once that energy is dispatched, that vaporizing foil gets vaporized. The vapors that come out of it, they force the flyer sheet onto the target sheet at very high velocities, and that high velocity causes an impact when it strikes the target plate.
Mind the hole!
And that impact results in the welding of that flyer sheet onto the target. We have employed VFAW to nanostructured magnetic steels and obtained some really good results. It's been quite a wonderful journey, to be honest. Starting from back in IIT Bombay when I was applying for this research proposal. This whole research proposal, it was very fascinating to me. So I had to pour my heart out into that research proposal, and when the Frontier Center's Research Scholar Program, the awards of that program were announced. It was a very exciting feeling that to know that my research proposal actually holds some importance in this world. Through this program, once I got the opportunity to visit OSU, initially it took me a bit of time to understand the way the things work here, but at every step of the way, I got help from so many people, and everyone was genuinely nice and helpful in nature. I appreciated it so much. It made my time here so much better. The day when I came here, I think on that weekend there was a football game. And I did not understand the hype of football. But as soon as I got to learn about the culture, as soon as I got to learn about the Brutus Buckeye, so I started feeling more of belonging here. And then Professor Anupam, he introduced me to the cricket club as well, the OSU. And I've got the jersey of OSU that says I'm a Buckeye. So it's a sense of belonging that I have developed here over the time. If I talk about a closer time period, I'll be focusing more on completing my PhD back at IIT Bombay, get these results published as soon as I can, get this whole knowledge that I've gained here accessible to the world as well.